Welcome to another session of Mommy Gio's Pearls, where we are going on a journey to self and hopefully picking up things that are of value to us and that we can share with other people. So if this has been of any value to you, please share with people, subscribe, like, and comment. Ask your questions. And let's do this. This is the purpose why I'm here. So I've answered the call, so let's make use of it. Today I was going to continue on the session following up on our last conversation, but I decided to talk a little bit about finding self now as a topic. I get a lot of these questions, and I'm happy that young people, in fact, I'm actually envious that people in their early 20s, like this one now is from a 23-year-old, she's just at the right time when before she begins to commit herself completely, she's looking to finding herself. And this is what she said. She said, I want someone to brush me up, put me on the map, teach me to find myself and how to make friends. She even said this is a totally different story for another day, so I want to hear it. And to make money. Quite an order list. But I'm going to talk on the one that is passionate in my heart, and which is finding yourself. I found myself much later on in my life, but I'm not going to lie. I think it came at the right time, and I think they said there's no time like the present. And if this is the time that I found myself, then I'm going to use it. I'm going to squeeze the living life out of it, and I'm going to enjoy the ride. And that's the most important thing for me if you come to know yourself, because it gives you the freedom to be. You're no longer any other person but yourself. So I just want to bring home a couple of things, especially to people who are struggling on it, who are following the sessions, who are doing things, according to the sessions, writing, keeping your journals, journaling, answering the questions, but are still, faced with challenges. Number one, the most important company and the most important business for you at this point is to know yourself. You can only know yourself if you find yourself. We mind other people's businesses, and I mean financial businesses. We mind other people's companies. We follow the strictures, we follow the vision, we follow the mission, but we do not intentionally do that for our lives. And this is a company where you are the CEO, the COO, the CFO, the HR, the auditor, you are the employee, you are everything. And yet we do not take the roles of all that in our lives seriously. And that is why you need to. Because when you put all that effort into the work that you're doing, don't you see the yield? The company will say it made an excess of this, it declared profit of this before tax, it made this thing. Some people are even getting bonuses, people are asking for raises. That's because there was intentionality. You must be intentional about finding yourself and being true to yourself. That's number one. Number two, the second fact about this thing is difficult. It is so ironic that to be yourself is actually as dangerous as, dangerous as living in certain parts of the world. Yes, to be yourself. You come in as a certain person, endowed with talents, gifts, differences, point of view, opinions, your style and all. Yet, that is who you are. Yet, at a certain point in your life, the world says, no, you cannot be this person. This is who we want you to be. And so the second thing that you must realize is that to come out and be yourself, be true to yourself, is a very dangerous thing. You have to know that. It takes courage, it takes bravery, it takes intentionality, it even takes people having to support you. So you must have that at the back of your mind. And I think that is why a lot of people shy away from actually coming out, because there's so much angst about it. Number three, if you do decide, which I hope you will, because in the long run, it's for your benefit, it's for nobody else's benefit, to find yourself. Remember, you might lose friends, you might lose family members. And I'm not talking about you now going off the deep end and doing something negative or funny. No, we're just talking about you coming into the full expression of yourself. I'll give you a typical example. The full expression of myself, for example, is that I like to play with my hair. That's what I like. But I can remember when I first cut my hair, oh my goodness, it was a nightmare. I would get stopped and ask things like, who died? And I'll be confused. What's that supposed to mean? And they say, oh, your hair is cut. Then I'll say, oh, I'm not from that part of the country. Nobody died. I just felt like cutting my hair. Don't you know that you're a woman? And I would look at them like, do we want to go down this route? Are you blind? Of course I'm a woman. What's that got to do anything? Oh, you're supposed to have hair on your head. Okay, but guess what? The creator of the universe gave me the hair. Even he didn't dictate to me what to do with the hair. So what's your business? Then I had those saying, do you know you look like a boy? So I said, I hope a pretty boy. Then there were those who, just couldn't stand it. And I just couldn't understand what was their business. But I'm taking you down through all this to understand the different types of resistance you will meet depending on where your expression of self will be. But I also met, especially men, who were very kind. Nothing. I love your hair. I love the fact that you are bold enough to carry your hair like that. Oh, I wish my wife would. I wish my girlfriend would. And I would say to them things like, but is it not you people who give the women 250K? At that time, that was, I think, how much Bone Street or what the hair was at that time. And they say, no, they're not buying the hair for us. So it's for you women that they're buying it. That's a conversation for another day. But the point here is that, damn if you do, damn if you don't. So why don't you just do it for yourself? The next thing about finding yourself is that because it will be hard and you'll be alienated, people will not like you. You have to understand that people are afraid of different. What people don't understand, they fear and they react. So you have to keep that at the back of your mind. What people don't understand, they fear and they react. People would rather that you're average, mediocre, you look like them. Once you begin to stand out like a sore thumb, people begin to feel threatened. And you need to have an open mind towards them to say it's because they do not understand. Like Christ said, Father, forgive them for they do not understand. It's kind of like that. And so you just pray for them to understand. As long as you are on the right, you are kind, you're not talking bad about anybody. So is it because I now wear golden mohawk that I'm a bad person? There are people who look the part but are the most evil underneath. So that's another conversation for another day, judging a book by its cover, which I faced. So I think I will stop here. The idea here was to encourage you that even as you go down this journey, it's not an easy journey, and that it is the irony of it that I guess makes it worth the journey. That something that is supposed to be inordinately organic, right, is what people are saying, no, you cannot be. But honestly, there is nothing sweeter and better than walking in your truth, than being yourself, being able to sleep and wake up and not having to think, how do I show up today? Because who you are authentically will show up. Sorry, it is a bit long, but I hope you got something from it. And so see you on the next session. We'll continue the session. Have a fantastic day. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share.